So I think Zhou is honestly like the top contender at the moment for being one of the shortest arcs in all of One Piece, because how long was this? Like maybe 10 or 15 chapters? And this is assuming that, you know, Jack is gone for the time being, because like Jack the Drought drowned, as ironic as that sounds, and it was just like a one-off thing that Zunisha the elephant just did. Like he just like smacked him with his trunk, and that's pretty much it. We're done with Jack. On to the next arc in One Piece. So I'm assuming since the team is splitting up, it feels like a Savity Archipelago Part 2. And what I mean by that is, like, back in Savity Archipelago, the crew ended up splitting up, but the story mainly focused on Luffy and his perspective on how he was encountering, you know, everyone else, the story, Marineford, and all of that stuff. But I think this is gonna play it a little bit differently since everyone is in teams now and it's not individual. So right now we're going to Whole Cake Island with Luffy, Chopper, Brook, Nami, Pedro, and I'm forgetting one more person. I can't remember off the top of my head, but in total I believe it's like 5 or 6 members. They are going to Whole Cake Island, and I'm guessing we're going to be getting a little bit of story from their perspective, and then maybe jump over to Wano team, which is like Zoro and a few others. So I think that's going to be freaking awesome. But at the same time, I know what Oda's gonna do if he does that route, and he's gonna give us the shittiest cliffhangers like ever. So like, let's say for example, Luffy and them end up meeting Sanji on Whole Cake Island, and you know, Luffy's like, hey Sanji, come join us, and Sanji is about to say something that's like revolutionary on why he has to go back to Big Mom. And right when he's about to say this incriminating fact about himself, it immediately like drops that point and then jumps over to where Zoro is, or where Nekomamushi is searching for Marco. I know that's gonna happen, and I swear it's gonna piss me off, because it's just gonna keep switching back and forth whenever we get some new revelation. I'm just hoping Oda doesn't do that, but I get a strong feeling that whenever something big is about to happen, or someone's about to say something huge, he's gonna cut off to some other team, and it's gonna piss everyone off. But we'll see what Oda does with this. Speaking of Luffy's team, I'm wondering why Nekomamushi told Pedro to go with Luffy's team to Whole Cake Island, because the reason he told him was that, you know, you're the only one that can control Peckham's tendencies. So like, what does that mean? Is that a joke, or is it something like dead serious? Like, Peckham's has this like insane ability or powers that just he goes berserk and when he gets pissed or something. Like, I'm wondering what exactly Nekomamushi meant by that when he's basically telling Pedro to tag along with them. As for the team that's going to stay on Zhou, I believe the team's name was Team Inuarashi. I can't pronounce it. It's the dog. It's the dog's name. Nekomamushi is also going to stay with that team to learn the secrets of Zunisha. And oh my god, I'm wondering like, what secrets does this like big elephant have? Because Chopper can't talk to him, and like Chopper's like main ability in the crew is to talk to animals and see what their perspective is on certain things. So the fact that only Luffy could hear Zunisha, and also Nekomamushi was able to talk to him. So I'm wondering where exactly that's gonna go, because it's gonna reveal secrets about his clan, more about Wano maybe, about who was Odin. It's gonna, oh my god. I want to know what this elephant knows. He has 1,000 years worth of knowledge, and he's just walking throughout the seas. Like, his location is never stationary. So I'm wondering if maybe his sentence, because apparently this elephant, I don't know what the fuck he did, but he was sentenced to like walk the rest of the earth for all time. So he's continuously walking throughout the ocean, and I'm wondering if that's just his punishment, or if his sentence is to find something in the ocean. But I don't know. We have to wait and see, but I'm super excited to what secret he's gonna tell Nekomamushi in the few coming chapters of One Piece. But seemingly Zhou is over. I could be wrong, but it looks like we're picking things up. I'm wondering if this is due to maybe Oda changing pace with One Piece, or maybe he started Zhou out like wanting to take on Jack as the big baddie, and then he's like, nah, fuck it, let's get into the good shit. And if that's the case, I mean, I'm not gonna stop him. I want to see Sanji. I want to see Big Mom. I want to see Kaido. I want to see Wano Country. I want to see this good shit. And even though Zhou was pretty good up until now, I'm kind of glad that we're finally moving on to the big stuff. And I want to know what you all think about this chapter. Overall, kind of a little bit of a letdown from last week's chapter in the sense that last week's chapter was a big hype train to like the 4 emperors and Kaido, and it was just like, yo, we're gonna kick these guys' ass. And now it's more like, okay, time to disperse and each team go on their own route and do your own thing. So, but it still wasn't a bad chapter at all. So, decent chapter of One Piece. Let me know what you all thought of this chapter. Are you glad that everyone's splitting up into different teams to take on different objectives? Zoro going on to Wano Country, Luffy going to save Sanji, Nekomamushi going to save or find Marco, and then Team Inuarashi staying on Zhou to find out more about what Zunisha knows. And that's about all I have for this review. If you enjoyed it at all, or even this pretty good chapter of One Piece, leave me a thumbs up down below. I would really greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click this box right here. You click on that box, so you'll stay up to date with all of my future content. And I love you forever. Also, don't forget to stalk my Twitter. I post a lot more on there than I have time to make videos for on this channel. But without further ado, thanks for watching. This is Ajax the Mister signing out.